I have got a lot of different questions on my YouTube channel. I'm going to go ahead and grab my laptop and answer a bunch of those questions for you guys right now. Okay, so one of my first questions on here comes from one of my good friends, Andrew Hesslink. He actually killed a big longbeard with me this spring out in the cornfield. Awesome video. It was actually this video right there, and I'm just going to put a picture of the front of the video on there. But anyways, he asked if we're ever going to do blaze orange hats. Yes, that's going to be a must because I'd like to have some Kill 'em Outdoors hats to woodchuck hunt in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, you need to wear an orange hat while you're woodchuck hunting. And actually, while you're deer hunting as well, which whenever I'm outside the blind, I'm always wearing orange hat and orange vest. I don't even know if it's legal. I'm sure one of you guys can educate me on this, but do you have to wear an orange hat while you're actually in a deer, while you're in the blind itself? I have no idea. You probably do. In New York State, there's no requirement on it, so I don't know. I probably should be wearing this right now, even while I'm, in the deer stand. Josh asked, what part of Western New York do I hunt in? I'm in Chappaqua County, 9J, and he dropped some big bucks over by Mayville. I know where Mayville is. Paul asked, how do I order me a shirt? Well, you can email us through PayPal, and we can send you an invoice, or you can print off an order form off our Facebook page, or email me and I'll get you the information. Has that rifle been in your family since new? Talking about my grandfather's .32 Winchester. I'm not sure how long it's been in the family. My grandpa's always been into shooting guns his whole life. He's got all kinds of different calibers, and he just really likes experimenting with different types of guns, so to speak. Or M. Miles asked, can Brock please do a video explaining how long he's trained his dogs? A little backstory on him as well. He did that this September during a goose hunt, but I can, once we get back into the waterfowl hunting, I'll have him talk more about his dogs for you guys. The Outdoorsman says, other than the GoPro, what camera do you use? I'm using right now to videotape me it's the Canon HFR 700, Vixia HFR 700. It's a really cheap camera, great for what I do. Although, as everybody knows, I'm saving up for a nice 4K camera right now to bring higher quality video to you guys through donations and selling hats and t-shirts. I'm trying to build up enough money to buy a new camera. So that's what I'm working on right now. I asked for some merchandise a while ago. Is this what prompted this? Yes, I've had a whole bunch of different people on my YouTube channel ask for hats and t-shirts and barrel stickers and stuff. I just never got into it because I was making enough money off monetizing my videos to sustain my YouTube channel through new equipment, through GoPros, camera mounts, cameras, and all that stuff. And then YouTube cracked down on pretty much all the hunters on YouTube, including myself, and demonetized literally 90% of my videos. So I have no earnings through YouTube anymore through the monetization process. So now I'm trying to make the money I was previously making through selling hats and t-shirts and donations and stuff like that to continue to grow my YouTube channel and give you guys better content. So that's kind of what I'm doing by selling the hats and t-shirts. William Jacobs, we're moving soon and he's going to be placing an order. Are you considering camo shirts as well? Yes, we're trying to see how we do on the hats and t-shirts we have now, and then we'll expand on what we'll sell, soon. I am deer hunting right now. I better check, make sure there isn't any deer coming out. Darren, I strongly dislike driving deer, but love the rest of your videos. Deer driving is not the same as hunting deer, in my opinion. I can see where you're coming from with that. Honestly, deer driving is one of the funnest aspects of hunting, in my personal opinion. I know that's not the opinion of a lot of people. Do I think it's good for killing big bucks? No, I don't think it's good for that at all. The reason I love deer drives is because the camaraderie of all the guys. I like all my buddies getting together. I like my family getting together. And I like doing that and getting deer to run by other buddies or family members and stuff like that. It's just fun to get together. It's camaraderie I love about deer drives. Do I want to deer drive my best woods where I have my brassica food plots planted? No. I will not be driving any deer out of my honey holes, so to speak. But the woods that we have that are mediocre, we'll push them, especially during Thanksgiving and weekends where all my family's home, just because it's fun to do. And we have killed big bucks that way, but it's not a good thing to do if you're trying to let the somebody's calling me. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
No, just sitting here in the stand.
See anything yet?
Nope.
Hey, you care if I just park my truck at the barn and run up there with the gator?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, I just wasn't sure where I was going to park and figured it'd be easier if I play shots on, like, just run down and grab it.
Sounds good.
Alright, and I'm headed up there now. I forced Nicole to go with me, so.
Okay, good luck, man.
Alright, love you know.
Yep, bye. Okay, so that's how I feel about deer drives. Dave Korn says no orange in New York. You're correct. There's no requirement for wearing orange in New York. But if anybody's watched the news lately, it's a good idea to wear orange. Just last week, there was an incident in a neighboring township where a lady was walking a dog and a guy somehow mistakenly thought she was deer and she was actually killed. So, strongly advise wearing orange. Oh, and somebody shot a truck as well. I don't know how you can. Thad Benton, Cliff, do you hunt your property only excluding the out-of-state hunts? Yes. I hunt our property in New York State mostly, but there are neighboring properties around my property where I have friends that we all kind of, during rifle season, usually get together and do different drives and stuff and hunt each other's properties in that sense. But otherwise, we pretty much stick to our own property. My son and I just got recurves, gonna give it a try next season. I saw your compound in the tree. Was that just in case? Absolutely. Usually, almost every time I took my recurve out, I did indeed have my compound with me because I just did not want the situation where I had one of my biggest deer on the farm at like 35 yards. I'm not going to take that shot with my recurve, but with my compound, absolutely, I can make that shot 9 out of 10 times. So that's why I took my compound with me whenever I took my recurve. Bow hunting. How soon after you did your thing after the deer actually came to visit? He's talking about the video where I did the pee test and the scrape. The deer were on that scrape literally within hours of me peeing in it. So the scent was there. It didn't wash away yet. M. Miles. I had nice bucks on cam last month. Now nothing. How's the trap line doing? I actually pulled a lot of my sets. There's still 2 coyote sets I have left right now that I can check from the road. It's just I've been so busy. I haven't had the time to take care of all that stuff, so I just pulled a lot of my sets, but there's 2 sets that I can maintain and check every day before school and stuff that don't take much time. Steven, I'm not trying to be a ASS, but why do you push with rifles instead of shotguns? Isn't that a little unsafe? I mean, I think it's actually almost safer with rifles because they're so much more accurate. Shotguns can be very inaccurate, and you're sending slugs that big through brush when rifles are more accurate and you can really identify your target and take them out. Considering both of them, I do believe more rifles are a little more dangerous in some senses because that round keeps going, whereas a slug really drops and gets caught up. But deer drives are honestly kind of dangerous no matter how you look at it. It's just the way it is, in my opinion. You're putting a lot of pressure on your deer. Good chance they're leaving the area. I agree with that. If you spend a lot of time in the woods and you're especially pushing that woods out day after day after day, you're right. You're putting a lot of pressure on those deer and they will indeed leave. That's why everybody's got to have a woods where they stay out of during rifle season. They have a food source and bedding right there. Stay out of that woods, hunt the edges, don't go in it. That's kind of what I do. I try to stay out of my honey holes during rifle season, just hunt the edges. Keep the deer in there, you don't want to push them out. Cole Pearson, what kind of sight is that you have on your gun? Talking about my shotgun. That's a dead ringer sight. You can get them off Amazon or straight from Cabela's. I really love them for waterfowl hunting especially. Well, that's going to do it for the questions. We're going to sit tight here and hopefully some deer come out. I'm going to quit talking. That might help my situation. We'll see what happens.